Hey guys, this is Cam for 15, back at it with another SpyxFamily episode review for you guys. As we continue on with SpyxFamily, another funny, good episode. SpyxFamily, it was really funny. Most of this episode was contained to your understanding how to frickin' cook. And then with the back half, you know, a frickin' Lloyd trying to teach his boy to try to pick up this girl that he, ends up having a crush on. But absolutely funny business right then and there. But the most of the focus that goes to this episode was your cooking. And that was absolutely funny because your can't cook for crap, and obviously she wants to cook for Loid and Anya because she doesn't want to freaking have, I guess in her wild imagination, her getting divorced, which would put her at arm's risk because she's an assassin and that would mess up her line of work and everything. Absolutely funny. And then it's the tropes where we see in this episode where we think one thing is happening, like for example, like Lloyd makes the mention like she's got a lot of cuts on her hands and everything. You think, okay, maybe she maybe it's something to do with her assassin work, and then she's looking all evil and possessed like she's about to kill somebody, and she's holding this bag, and you just see this red stuff dripping. I'm like, oh, she got in there, a freaking head. But we find out it was just smushed tomatoes, and we actually find out it's Camilla that is actually teaching Yor how to cook, because her boyfriend pretty much made the mention of like, oh yeah, she's a good cook, she should teach you. And it was absolutely hilarious just seeing all this hecticness of this cooking scene absolutely go crazy, because Yor cannot cook to save her freaking life. Like, she cannot save her life, and she's been working at this for weeks. And they even find a way to get Yor's brother Yuri involved. In the last time we saw Yuri, man, was I freaking cracking up, because Yuri is something else. He is absolutely funny because when he finds out why he was brought here, he's like, wait, she's trying to teach him how to freaking cook for Lloydie, which it keeps getting me every time he calls him that name. But then it was also funny because when Yor is making the point about, I don't want Lloyd to divorce me or something like that because I can't cook for him. And it's funny because they focus on Yuri. Yuri's like, yes, freaking divorce that dude. Because he loves his sister too damn much. But at the same time, he was also like, why is that girl treating my sister so wrongly, because Camilla was throwing insults and everything. And it was absolutely funny when Yor was cooking the food and it came out to be like just absolute, what you typically see with some characters that can't cook. They just throw a bunch of mushy stuff in it and it looks like it's absolutely just some sort of sludge, I guess you can say. And it was absolutely funny when they ate it. Camilla and her boyfriend ate it. They just die to the floor. But freaking Yuri's eating this, and he's not only eating this, he's freaking eating this to death. Like he's basically dying or killing himself just eating this food, and it's absolutely hilarious because he's eating it and then he just throws it up. And even Camilla and her boyfriend are like, he's throwing up the food, but he's still eating. And at the same time, Yuri's like, oh, this food is so good. This food is so good. And we find out, we get like a flashback, freaking Yor couldn't cook back then. And he was eating this food. So, but he was always telling Yor, like, hey, this is good food, even when they were kids. It was absolutely disgusting food and he was puking it up. But we did get a little bit of backstory of the fact that, yeah, they didn't have a mother. So obviously with Yor not having a mother, or her mother dying early and passing away early and them living on their own, she really didn't get taught the simple things of like how to cook, and they cook their favorite meal, and Yor actually has a good job and does a has this recipe now that she can cook very effectively. And it was funny because when frickin' she goes home and says like, yeah, I got this thing that I can cook to you guys, to Anya and Loid, absolutely they were like, I don't know, this ain't good, I don't know. And then they try it and then they love it. And it was a nice emotional moment because she starts crying and everything. You know, Loid's just asking like, wait, why are you crying? And pretty much it's just yours saying like the fact that I'm able to put a smile on your face just from eating my food, it makes me super happy. And it's a sweet thing, you know, even though it's a fake family, at the same time they all support each other. I definitely do like it. It was a nice sweet moment. And then it was absolutely funny because she's like, she baits them in with the good food, and then she brings out like dessert, and they're like, oh, I would like some. And I had to play this twice, mind you. I played this twice and I absolutely died of laughter. She feeds them the dessert, and the next thing you know, the moment, like a quick panel later, boom, they're on the floor damn near dead. And I was cracking my ass off. I was like, that's hilarious. And then the back half part of the episode is, you know, the secret agent guy, I forgot his freaking name already. I know it started with like an L. What is it? He's trying to freaking hit up this girl because he has a crush on her and tries to have Loid freaking help him out with the situation, but she ends up turning him down regardless. But it was still funny to see the process of, you know, this going away, and we find out, oh, it's only because she turned him down because of his looks and everything. And it's interesting because Loid makes the mention like, well, it wouldn't have not even worked anyway, especially with your line of work, so it's better not. And then the dude's like, well, coming from you that has a wife and a kid, and Loid's just again reassures the floor line, I'm just doing this for the mission. Again, it's this whole thing of Loid not wanting to be too attached to Yor and Anya, but you can definitely see he's grown more comfortable around them, and it looks like, you know, he doesn't want to get too comfortable and too close to them, because then he doesn't want to be in the phase where, well, when the mission's done, he knows he will have to give them up. I've made the speculation. I can totally see where SpyxFamily, and I think the manga's still going on, I totally could see it to where SpyxFamily, you know, ends off with the fact that, you know, Loid does not want to give up his doesn't want to give up Yor or Anya, because he will have grown with them and he will have made a close bond with them. Even despite the fact he tries to stay distant from them, and he keeps trying to reassure himself, I'm saying, no, I gotta focus on the mission. But another solid episode of SpyxFamily. Really do enjoy this. Nothing overarching big in terms of the story happened in terms of the mission, but it was a nice episode, nice, I guess, fillery type of episode, which I think was adapted off like some extra chapters or something like that. But yeah, but another solid episode of SpyxFamily. Sorry for getting this video out later. What actually came out earlier in the day, but I actually went to go see Black Adam, so I was actually gonna go just see that, then record the video, and then yada yada yada. And speaking of Black Adam, the Black Adam review will go up on the channel tomorrow. I'm gonna record the video with my uncle Daryl tomorrow, so look forward to our Black Adam review. I did like the movie. If you guys wanted to know, I thought it was a solid movie, especially in terms for DC. They definitely need some decent movies up in there. But anyways, guys, I'm the guy if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of SpyxFamily, as well as hit the subscribe button for another SpyxFamily video. But other than that, guys, I'm the guy catch you guys in the next video. And yeah, I'll see you guys later tonight for One Piece review. But other than that, guys, catch you guys later. Peace.